What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Thank you all so much for stopping by to yet another MLB recap video. I know I said that this was going to be up at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It might be a little bit late, and let me just kind of fill you in because today has been very stressful and my brain hurts and I have a migraine. But let me just tell you, because YouTube is kind of screwing me over. So a couple days ago, I uploaded a video, Aaron Judge returns to the Yankees, right? And it got about 9,000 views. So usually on about a 9,000 view video, I get about $40 to $45 on average. But if I show you guys this right here, I'm not sure if you can see it. I made 69 cents on that video. And the reason why is because YouTube did not put any ads on that video. And I was on support for like 4 hours yesterday. And they said that they were going to have it figured out, blah, blah, blah. And then I uploaded my NFL recap. And guess what happened? No ads. The craziest part about this is it says that everything is fine. I'm able to insert ads. I have a green icon, everything like that. And after 3 hours of support today, so 7 hours total of support, I was able to figure it out. The only way that I can get ads on my videos is if I turn off monetization, turn it back on, and then if I have YouTube suggest my placements. So if you guys get ads at different places and they're a little bit weird, don't blame me. It's YouTube, because that's the only way that I'm getting paid right now. I know that you guys don't come to my videos to hear about my personal issues, but I just wanted to make sure you guys understood why this video is going out late, and I just want you guys to love me and just understand that I'm not crazy, okay? Because for a second I thought I was going crazy. All right, so without further ado, we're gonna stop talking about personal issues and we're gonna jump straight into baseball, because yesterday, my gosh, this man, Christian Yelich of the Milwaukee Brewers, I don't understand how it is humanly possible to be this good at baseball.
At first, Yelich launches right field, got a chance. This one is a home run. Yelich into the gap, right center. Keep on running, Christian. In to score is Scope. Yelich is going to turn and burn. Throw to the plate. Scope is safe.
I just don't get it. I have no idea. Words cannot express the feat that this man is. No words. Not only is it hard enough to get one cycle throughout the course of your career, but can you just put it into perspective how hard it must be to have 2 cycles in one season? And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I really feel like this puts Christian Yelich in the MVP contention, maybe top 3, top 2, maybe the first overall pick for this year's National League MVP. But we'll talk about that more in just a second, because there are other players in this video that we have to update you guys on. But the next story is coming out from LA, and the Dodgers absolutely wrecked the Colorado Rockies.
There's 2 on offering to Peterson. Is lifted to left, slicing deep. Jack Peterson has hit it out of here to open the scoring in the first. Muncy unloads. Right center field. Forget about this one. A 3-run shot. They've busted it open early.
So if you guys put on your baseball thinking caps, what's the first thing that you guys think of when the Dodgers are playing the Rockies? Oh yeah, they're in the same division and it's almost playoff time. So it's mid-September, playoffs are almost here. And the Dodgers, with that win, just overtook the Rockies for first place in the NL West. I think they're in first place. They might be tied. We will double check the standings at the end of this video. But man, oh man, between the AL East, the NL Central in the first half, because the Phillies have kind of faded away, and then the NL West, this year has been crazy when it comes to playoff races. But one more thing I have to add to this. It's breaking news coming out from Twitter. Trevor Story, the all-star, the potential MVP candidate for the Rockies in the National League, he might have UCL damage. And what does that mean? Usually Tommy John. I am just praying to the baseball gods that Trevor Story is all right, because if Trevor Story cannot go every single day, if he has to get Tommy John or any sort of surgery to repair that UCL in his arm, that's bad news for the Rockies, and I'm not sure that they can make a run without him. So everyone needs to come. So everyone watching right now, we all need to come together. If you're religious, we have to say a prayer to Trevor Story. If you're not religious, just put it out in the air. Just give good karma. Say, Trevor Story, get better, man, because we all want these guys to be healthy. I don't care how competitive you are. As an Indians fan, I'd rather have the Yankees at full strength and have no excuses than have them say, you know, Aaron Judge was injured. That's the only reason why you won. I don't want that. I want a full healthy team, best to best. Let's get it. We're going to turn it back to you guys for the comment of the day. So let me know in the comment section down below. If Trevor Story cannot play for the Rockies, do you think they will stay in first place in the NL West, or do you think the Dodgers are going to overtake them and continue to be in first place for the rest of the year? Let me know in the comment section right now. So we talked about Christian Yelich in the first part of this video. We talked about his second cycle of the season. The Brewers are playing really good baseball right now. They're in playoff contention because of that man Yelich, but there's another guy out in the NL Central. He's on the Chicago Cubs, Javier Baez. Yeah, he's also put his team on his back. And if you check out this home run for yesterday, oh my gosh, there might be not a single other person in Major League Baseball that has more swag than Javier Baez. Just check it out.
A swing and a blast out in the deep left center. Gone. 2-run homer. 3-0. Baez Baez with number 32, RBIs 104 and 105.
All right, guys, so before we start talking about who deserves the NL MVP, whether it's Christian Yelich or Javier Baez, there was one more clip from that Chicago Cubs game that was actually pretty funny. It was Kris Bryant. Kris Bryant has not hit a home run in quite some time, and the announcers, they just felt something. There was something about the atmosphere that they knew that he was going to hit a home run, and this man called the shot.
Calling it? Calling it. He's going deep right here. This at bat.
Call it, JD.
Go, baby. Get out of here.
You called it.
It's been a pleasure knowing y'all.
Have you guys ever done that before where you said, this guy's going to hit a home run? I can pretty much guarantee I will put my life savings on it, even though I only have like $17 in my bank account. But he's gonna hit a home run right now, and then he does. It's the craziest thing. How do we know that? And now what I want to do is I really want to deep dive into the Yelich versus Javier Baez debate. So I'm going to read off their stats, and I want you guys to judge right now who is going to win based off of these stats. So Christian Yelich in less at-bats, so he has 535 at-bats. Javier Baez has 555, but he has more runs at 102. Christian Yelich has 170 runs, 103 singles. He has 6 triples, 31 home runs, 93 RBIs, 19 stolen bases. He's only been caught 4 times, so he's better at that. He has a 318 batting average and a 570 slugging to go along with the 955 OPS. So that's Christian Yelich. We can see that Javier Baez has more at-bats, but he has less runs, less hits, less singles. He does have more triples and doubles. He has 1 more home run at 32. Javier Baez also has 12 more RBIs at 105 RBIs. He has 2 more stolen bases, but he's been caught 9 times. Now, everything else is to Christian Yelich. So if we look at his batting average, Javier Baez has a 295 average. He has a 329 on base percentage, a 568 slugging, and an 897 on base percentage. So in my opinion, Christian Yelich has now overtaken the lead for the NL MVP. And I'm a big Javier Baez fan. I thought that he was going to win it about a month ago, but Yelich, he's definitely surpassed him. Now again, guys, that's just my opinion. So the first question of the day I asked you guys was, do you think the Rockies are still going to be in playoff contention if Trevor Story does not play? And the second question I want you guys to answer is, who do you think is going to win the NL MVP after seeing Christian Yelich hit for the cycle for the second time? Is it Baez or is it Yelich? Let me know in the comment section down below. Throughout the course of this year in 2018, we've talked about Ronald Acuna Jr. being an amazing rookie. We've talked about Juan Soto, but there's one other guy that we have to bring up. Oh, Shohei Ohtani. I don't know why I forgot Shohei Ohtani. So there's Shohei Ohtani, Acuna Jr., and Soto. But there's one guy out in St. Louis by the name of Harrison Bader, and he actually might be putting together a Rookie of the Year season.
To Bader. And Bader hits a high drive into deep left. Track. Walk in! 3-run homer. Bader.
Actually, now that I look at his stats, I don't think that he's going to win the Rookie of the Year, but I do want to give this man some props. So in 127 games, he has 91 hits, he has 17 doubles, 2 triples, 11 home runs, 35 RBIs, 15 stolen bases, a 267 batting average, which is not the greatest, and a 760 OPS. So again, not the best season that a rookie's ever had, but he does almost have a 4 WAR. And the reason why is because, one, he's really fast, he has a great glove and a really good arm. So Harrison Bader, he can do everything on the baseball diamond. I guess I kind of hyped him up when I first brought up this topic, but after seeing his stats, I don't think that he is going to be in contention at all for this year in the Rookie of the Year, because I think Ronald Acuna Jr. and Juan Soto are leaps and bounds ahead of stats in the National League. But I do want to give Harrison Bader some props, and all you Cardinals fans out there, if you don't make the playoffs this year, you should be all right, because next year you guys are going to be pretty good. So the Phillies were not the only other team to underperform in the second half. The Seattle Mariners, they've had a really rough go at things the past couple days and the past couple weeks, and they're probably not going to make the playoffs either. Now the one shining light that they have is their man Daniel Vogelbach. He hit a grand slam yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was a grand slam, but he raked this thing.
Ball drilled to deep right center field, and that ball is gone. Grand slam, pinch hit.
And if I'm being honest with you guys, I feel like maybe they should use Vogelbach as a trade piece, because the Yankees, they could use him, the Red Sox might be able to use him, the Indians could use him just as a bench off the bat against right-handed pitchers. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below all of the answers to my questions that I asked you. Do you think Trevor Story is going to come back? If not, are the Rockies still going to make the playoffs? And the second thing, who is your NL MVP? And without further ado, let's get into the standings real quick. Red Sox are still 11.5 games up in the AL East. The Indians already clinched that division. The Athletics are 4 games back of the Astros in the AL West. In the wild card, the Rays and the Mariners are now 6.5 games back and 7 games back. In the National League, the Phillies, again, we already talked about this, 6.5 games back of the Braves. The NL Central, the Brewers are 2.5 games back, so the NL Central is crazy. It flip-flops every single day. In the West, obviously we can see that the Dodgers beat the Rockies, so they're now 0.5 games up of them. And then in the wild card, the Brewers and the Cardinals are sitting at 1st and 2nd, with the Rockies at a 0.5 game back, the Diamondbacks at 5, and then the Phillies at 6 games back. So guys, I do want to say this video I know is probably not the best MLB recap video that you've ever seen. I do want to apologize for that. My mind is everywhere right now. It's been a super stressful day, but guys, thank you all so much for your support. If we could get like 300, 400 likes on this thing just to kind of, I don't know, calm me down a little bit, because I gotta go get some coffee or some water or go for a run, because I am, Alright guys, I love you so much. I will catch you guys tomorrow for another MLB recap video. I promise you it will be 100 times better. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out.